Hey James, this is Top Gun Bobby, longtime listener, second time caller. My second question is this: what has been your best use of your infinite banking policy, or maybe someone else's best use of their infinite banking policy? What's provided the best return or best long-term cash flow? Thanks for your answer.
All right. What was the best use of my policy, or what's the best use I've heard of? That's a pretty heavy question. I mean, asking for the best. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can define the best, or even decide which one was the best. I've used it for a number of different things that I consider to be well used. So, for me personally, I've used it for all kinds of stuff too. So, I've used it for purchasing other policies. I've used it to I've used the premiums for some of the policies that I've owned, and I've used that to start new policies. That's been a great use for me because I am trying to get 100% of my income flowing through my, not just my whole life policies, but also my IULs that I have. So I have a number of different policies now. Just got two more delivered today. So my two daughters, I just started two more, one on each of them. So that's another increase. And I use these policies right now. So the best use for me right now is as a line of credit. Typically, I like to have a line of credit, a home equity line of credit, and I'd like to use that for offsetting my interest charges. I like to use it for dynamic banking, but I recently refinanced my house, and so I paid off that line of credit. I haven't got a new one yet. I need to get in and apply for that, but now that my house is under a fire danger, probably not the best time to go apply for that. I was really hoping to do that this week. So I expect soon I'll get another HELOC. But in the meantime, I'm using my life insurance policies as a line of credit, knowing that when I borrow from them, I can pay that loan back, and that money is going to be available to me again to use, just like a line of credit. And so I've been using it that way. I would say that's probably the best use of my policies, is as a line of credit doing dynamic banking. Now, ideally, we use a line of credit to do dynamic banking because we can move the money back and forth quicker. But I've been using my Guardian policy, and it's taken, the last couple of times I've moved money, it's been about 2 days to get the money out and 1 day to get the money in, which is pretty solid. The reason I say a line of credit is ideal for me is because I can move money in and out of it in seconds. I don't have to wait days. So it allows me to offset my interest a lot quicker, and I don't have that delay I don't have that 1 or 2 day delay in getting the money moved, which, I'm all about maximizing the cash flow. And 3 days that I can't have money offsetting interest, that's inefficient for me. It's not as efficient as I would like to be. So I'm definitely looking to get that line of credit back. But I would say that is the best use of my policy. Now, what have I heard people use it for? Real estate is probably the number one thing that I see people use it for. One of the policies that I'm working on setting up now, we went with the less efficient Mass Mutual policy design because it offered the ability of access to up to 95% of the cash value in year one. Now, this is a real estate investor where, to them, access to the cash is the number one issue. They can't go with an 80-20 design. They can't go with a 90-10 design. I mean, they could, but potentially it could cost them a deal. It could cost them a real estate deal. Now, on a real estate deal that might be worth a 30% return in 1 year, or a 60% return, or a 100% return, there's all kinds of different deals that you can stumble into when you're a real estate investor that can earn much, much greater returns than you'll ever see inside of a policy. Remember, we're using these policies not as investment vehicles themselves, but as savings assets, so that we have the money available to use for outside investments when it's needed. And meanwhile, when we're holding on to it, we're still getting a decent return. That's what these vehicles are used for. And in this case, having access to that cash value allows you to take advantage of those outside investment opportunities. So I'd say real estate investors really can take advantage of these things. This was a question asked and answered during one of our Wealth Care Wednesdays live streams. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below, or join us on one of our Wealth Care Wednesday live streams where you can ask the question and we'll answer it on the air live. I hope you found value in today's video. If you'd like to find out more about IUL and whole life, check out these videos right over here, and we'll see you next time. Now go maximize your cash flow.